Good evening, everyone. I believe that you had a beautiful day, the second day of the week. It's Tuesday evening, and we are on with our daily workday broadcast on becoming the Fruitful Vine series. And today we're looking at lessons numbers 35 and 36. Lesson number 35 is about living a time structured life. Lesson number 36 is creating a vision board. So I believe that you have had a swell time being equipped and blessed by this series. Like I always say, if you missed the previous editions, you can go back on my timeline or the YouTube channel and get the previous editions on these platforms. The YouTube channel is Gomnet TV. Once you just type on search on Google platform Gomnet TV, you will see all the previous editions. Or you go to my timeline, Godwin Oguche or Godwin Oguche 2 on Facebook, and you get all the other editions. And I'm sure that you will experience the same learning atmosphere that was present at the time of the broadcast originally. So once again, you're welcome to Gomnet TV, and we are running a series on every work day by the title Becoming the Fruitful Vine. All right, let's get the lessons for today underway. Create a vision board is lesson number 36, but the first lesson is live a time structured life, which is lesson number 35. Now we have agreed, I believe that fruitfulness and success in life and whatever endeavor you engage in does not come because you wish them, want them, or need them. They come to you because you follow time-tested principles that involve your active engagement and participation. Now, in continuation of our discussion on the subject of time, I want to state clearly that success will always be the portion of a person who has got a time-structured lifestyle. All right? You must learn to allot time to whatever endeavor you are engaged in, and then keep to it. You must ensure that every second, every minute, every hour of your day is not left unattached to something that is related directly or indirectly to your course on this planet. As far as time management and time structured lifestyle is concerned, there shouldn't be ungoverned times. There shouldn't be ungoverned time territories. If you allow time to pass unattached, ungoverned, your life will be like a boat floating on the sea without direction and aim. And so there are certain components that will help your time management to be very effective. What are those components? It is creating a vision board. Now, do you have a clear idea, a very clear idea about what your life really is or should be? Do you know where you should be in 10, 20, or 30 years from now? You won't. You wouldn't know this except you have created a vision board. Your vision board will give you perspective of your life in the future. Now, it helps you to, develop inspiration for direction. Okay? And it helps for you to be focused and to be determined enough to continue to say yes to what you want and no to what you don't need, that will actually be a distraction to the vision. Apart from creating a vision board, you need to cut time out. You need to cut out time wasters. There are things that you do daily that eats up valuable time. Identify them, cut them out of your life in order to maximize a 24-hour time allocation daily. The time wasters may be activities or people. Do not apply sentiment at all. You have to, be intentional. What is at stake is your life. What is at stake is your destiny. So you have to be proactive, you have to be pragmatic, and you have to be on purpose. Now, God is all of these attributes put together. And if you have God in you, then you will be time conscious, you'll be time sensitive, you will not be sentimental, you will not allow time wasters in your life, and you will be pragmatic. Pragmatic enough to be proactive. And that really is being intentional. And a lot of people are not intentional about their life. Being intentional means that you go out with a definite desire in your heart about what you want to get done, and you pursue it in spite of every distraction until it is achieved. So that's lesson number 35 that gives us, a snippet into what lesson number 36 and 37 will be. But we're going to look at lesson number 37 tomorrow. But lesson number 36 actually is an expansion or exponential explanation on creating a vision board. How do we create a vision board? All right, it's a further detail on this subject. All right, so let's take a look at creating a vision board. It was the writer of Proverbs who said, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." You find that in Proverbs 29, verse 18. Now, vision is a forward man of a person who is going to a defined direction. God is a creator of vision. He saw the end from the beginning. That is vision, seeing the end from where you are. God first cast a vision of the end of things, and then he came back to begin. He knew how everything he was doing concerning the planet Earth was going to end. It was all figured out, and then he came and started. He designed it and then returned. He designed it and returned to the beginning to start the building. You already saw. Now, if you live in a city where there is a continuous construction of structures, you will have billboards or designs of the buildings that they are trying to build on huge, boards overlooking the place. And so, in the billboard, the picture on the billboard is a representation of what they are trying to build. But if you look at the billboard and you look at the ground where they're trying to build, is a world of difference. The billboard is a completed building. You see trees, you see cars, complete building, the model. But when you look at the ground, you see rubble. You see unorganized environment. You see people walking, people digging the ground. What they are doing is that the vision has been cast and the design and the structure is on screen. So as they see what is to be built, they are building according to plan. Everything we see today on earth is a brainchild of the vision of God. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, he casts a global vision. And what was it? He said, let us make man in our own image and in our likeness. Now, the Godhead didn't just wake up and chanced upon creation. Absolutely not. It was not happenstance. It was not an afterthought. A vision was first of all cast, and then based on what was created in the vision, the earth was created, and so was man. Anytime you operate without a vision, you will perish. The writer of Proverbs was on target on that point. You can never go far without a clear, defined, and deliberate vision. It inspires target, direction, and mission-mindedness. It is not possible, trust me, for you to decide to embark on a journey without having an idea of where the destination is. If you stop by the roadside and flag down a taxi, you must declare a destination to the taxi driver so he can appropriately charge you. If on the other hand, you stop a taxi and then you say, let's drive around town and see how things go, the driver will do one of two things: drive away and give you no single response, or ask if you have a problem of knowing where you're going and if you need help. We may laugh at the example I just gave of a man who flags down a taxi without defining a destination or a direction. In actual fact, in real life, most of us are like that. We wake up every morning without having a defined path for our activities because there was no scheduled meeting, no scheduled direction, no schedule for what we are supposed to do because there is no vision. All right? So for you to be truly fruitful, you must have a clear idea of what your life is about. Find out your life's purpose and craft a vision statement and work on a board that clearly show a direction with a target. Then your yearly, monthly, and weekly and daily activities will naturally draw inspirations from the vision board, and you can live a life of fruitfulness. Vision is always crafted based on a clear purpose. Do you know why you are on earth? There is a need for you to find out. Everything is not about divine, miraculous intervention. That's not how God wants us to live. Adam was not living on divine miraculous intervention. Adam was living a time structured, vision oriented life. Now, God could have created everything on a single day, but He was sending us a signal on how to live our lives. So He created from the mass of confusion we find in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, that the earth was void and without form, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And then His Spirit floated upon the face of the waters. And He said, "Let there be light." So He had to create light for sight to be, available in order for Him to separate the waters from the earth. And He did work in a structured format for 6 days. On the 6th day, His job was completed. Now, it was not impossible for God to say everything should appear at the same time. It would have been a massive confusion. And He was teaching us structure. He was teaching us time management. As a matter of fact, God does not live in time. He created time. And so He wanted us to live time-structured life. He wanted us to live responsible. He wanted us to manage time. And so He didn't give some people 25 hours, others 26 hours. Everybody had the same time. What you do with it determines where you end up. And so that's our lessons for today. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at cut time wasters out of your life, which is lesson 37. And lesson 38 is on create a mastermind group. Let's have this conversation further tomorrow. And I must thank you for sharing this space with me. It's been a pleasure. And I am excited that this has been beneficial to you. And so if you want to engage with me, I like for you to do so on my WhatsApp number. Don't call, just send me a WhatsApp message on the number on your screen. And let's engage, let's share more on what you understand so far. And if there are areas you like for us to, engage with you personally, I'm available. I can, handle one-on-one counseling, one-on-one consultancy for your organization, for your church, and for your team, so that we can be fruitful and become the fruitful vine that God desires of us. So that's my number on the screen. Hit me up, chat with me, and let's see how we can add value to one another. All right? So until I come your way again tomorrow morning, right, I'd like for you to know that Gomnet TV is committed to equipping you with value adding information which builds you to becoming the best version of yourself, right? And so the Becoming a Fruitful Vine the series is a compilation of nuggets which has been packaged to help you become the fruitful individual God intends for you to be. It's actually a book, and we are doing a preview towards the publication sometime in September, and I'm looking forward to sharing the complete book with you. And I believe it will be a blessing to you and to all of your friends. Until I come your way again tomorrow evening rather, as we look at lessons 37 and 38, it's been a pleasure bringing this to you. And I want to say thank you so much for being a blessing as you share this space with me. God bless you. Have a lovely night and enjoy your work time tomorrow, and stay out of trouble.